tell you what.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, I'm James Hall. It's my presentation on single camera techniques. Just go into it if you want.
This is a presentation on single camera techniques. Single camera production is generally filmed with one camera, and each shot is filmed individually. They're more time consuming than multiple camera productions, but they allow for a wider range of angles, which I'll go into later as this presentation goes on. Examples of single camera production include soap operas, dramas, sitcoms and documentaries. Advantages of single camera production are that it can create an atmosphere that is more suitable to the genre of the film. Also cheaper and easier to set up, as a small crew is needed to operate a single camera. They can make the shot feel more real, and single camera productions are also much quicker to film. Extreme wide shots, also known as establishing shot, usually a first shot of a new scene showing where the action takes place. Very wide shot is close to the subject, and an extreme wide shot but further away. This is an extreme wide shot, below the very wide. Wide shot, also known as a long or full shot, and it will show the subject fully in frame and see it more visibly than the extreme or very wide shot. Mid shot will may show the subject from the waist up, or some part of the subject, while giving the impression that the audience the impression that they are looking at the whole subject. Similar to this is the cowboy shot, which we use a lot in westerns. This is an example of a mid shot. The medium close up is halfway between a mid and a close up. In a close up, it will show a certain feature or part of the subject taking up the whole frame. An extreme close up is a close up but in more detail. Essentially, close ups will show emotion. Top left is a medium close up. Bottom is an example of a close up. Top right, example of an extreme. Cutting will show some part of a subject in detail, used as an edit point or conveys emotion. Cutaway shot are usually something other than the main action. Two shot will show two people in the frame, and it is framed to a mid shot. However, the subjects do not necessarily have to be next to each other. Over the shoulder shot looks at the subject from behind another person and generally used during a conversation. Noddy shot is generally used in an interview or conversation and show the interviewer listening and reacting to the subject. The top is over the shoulder shot, and the bottom is a noddy shot. Point of view shot will show the scene from the subject's perspective, and is usually placed between the subject looking at something and their reaction. The weather shot is the weather taking up 2/3 of the frame. It will be common for where the weather is important, such as sport shows, and it is also similar to an establishing shot. This is a weather shot from the day after tomorrow. Ping pong shot is when the camera cuts back and forth between two or more characters having a conversation, and the person shown on camera will usually be talking. Shown here is when Harry Potter is being told that he is a wizard. The 180-degree rule is the guideline that takes into account the on-screen spatial relationship between two subjects in a scene. The camera must be behind the side of an imaginary line which connects the two subjects, called the axis. One subject will always be on the left and the other will always be on the right. can see, back to Harry Potter, Hagrid is on the left and Harry is on the right. Camera angles, eye level, the most common view used in all films, and subjects are shown as you would see them in real life. The high angle shot shows the subject from above. The camera is angled down towards the subject and will make the subject appear to be less powerful, and this is shown in the Avengers Assemble. A low angle shot is opposite to high angle and shows the subject from below, giving the impression that they are powerful or dominant. This is from a scene in Greece. Bird's eye view angle will show the scene from directly above and can be used for dramatic effect or show a different perspective of the scene. This is useful for sport broadcasts and documentaries. So that's Wembley Stadium. Slanted is also known as a Dutch tilt. The camera is tilted to one side and the horizon is at an angle, and this creates an interesting dramatic effect. The rule of thirds divides a frame into 9 sections, and points of interest should be 1/3 to 2/3 of the way up. It's a rule that, like many rules, should be understood before being broken. And the eyes, for example, are usually 1/3 down the frame in most shots. It's an example. The pan and the tilt. If the camera is panned, it is moved horizontally left and right, and a tilt is when the camera is moved vertically up and down. When a zoom takes place, it appears that the camera is moving closer or further away from the subject. A follow is similar to the point of view shot, when you are holding the camera and have it mounted on the shoulder. You are following the action while walking. It's difficult to keep it steady, but can be effective when done well. The pickup shot is taken after the main footage. Sometimes they are specifically planned. For example, one day a scene with the actors may be filmed, however on another actors won't be needed and pickup shots are filmed. There may be close-ups of props or different angles where the actors aren't recognised, and they can be used to fix any problems that arise in editing. Before shooting, a lot of research must go in. Research documents such as mind map, plot synopsis, a script for the actors to read, storyboard, consent forms can be used, or a talent and crew list. A list of equipment should be written up, production schedule, planning, production diary, risk assessment, a list of locations, and a list of props and costumes. Equipment, video camera, tripod for the video camera, camera light is useful, as is a 3-point lighting kit, microphone, boom pole, and audio cables, digital recorder, headphones, reflectors, lenses, batteries, videotape, and external hard drive are all useful for a professional production. A linear narrative, when the story runs from start to finish in a chronological order with no flashbacks or forwards. These are generally soaps such as EastEnders and Coronation Street. Non-linear narratives are random orders with flashbacks and forwards. These can be effective, and many Tarantino films such as Pulp Fiction will be use this structure. Flashbacks, when it goes back to show a past event, and these are used a lot in I Am Legend. The flash forward, opposite to flashbacks, used to show a future event, and most episodes in season 4 of Lost use it. Realist narrative, which are storylines that are more believable because they appear real or based on a true event. A good example is the Blair Witch Project. Anti-realist narrative is not realistic and uses a lot of special effects. And with good quality effects and actors, this can create a good film, and Star Wars is a good example of this. Series, daily or weekly program, the same cast and format, and this continues, continuing story, such as CSI, and this can also be applied to books and films. Serial, series of a few episodes with the same plot that continue episode by episode. This good example of this is the psychological thriller shown on ITV1 the last weekend. Single drama is a one-off story that may also be considered to be a television movie. Soap opera genres: soap opera, an ongoing radio or TV series dealing with the daily lives of characters, such as soaps such as Coronation Street. Sitcom, with characters in the same common environment with jokes in the dialogue, such as The Office. And period, elaborate costumes, sets and locations from the past to make it feel real to the audience, such as Downton Abbey. Endings: open ending is filmed with a cliffhanger at the end and also leave room for a sequel and continuation of the story. An example of this is the Harry Potter film series. And finally, a film with a closed ending will not leave room for a sequel and end the story. And the recent film The Last Stand is an example of this.
Okay. Do you have any questions at all, or are you alright? Yeah, it's all good. I mean, okay.